Do you think you could spot the next African tech visionary? Well, a 24-year-old Moroccan is investing in early-stage pre-seed and seed startups in Africa. To learn more, Africa 54 technology correspondent Paul Ndiho spoke to Aya Zaghnin, a rising angel investor in the Morocco-based startup ecosystem.
Aya Zaghnin, welcome to Africa 54.
Thank you, Paul, for having me.
People said that there is something about you that is fascinating in a sense that you are one of those people who wants to see things happen on the African continent, things done by young Africans, and you are even encouraging other people like you to invest in startups in Africa. How did you get into this business of investing into young startups in Africa?
I've started as an entrepreneur myself. I think I was 18 at the time. I founded a startup. I went to Nigeria to pitch. I remember I went to the TechCrunch event and also to the UNDP event that was held in Lagos in 2018. Obviously, the startup is no more because of some issues that I had as an early stage entrepreneur with some early stage investors, but that encouraged me more to be on the investor side, not on the entrepreneur side. Once I was done, from my entrepreneurship journey, I joined a venture capital fund that was focused on the Middle East and Africa region. I got trained into venture capital and investments. And currently, I work at an American investment firm called Delphos International, and I'm quite honored and happy to be working with really great investment professionals, around the world. I started, investing on my own account. So far, I have a portfolio of 6. I'm signing a couple more soon.
You are just 24 years old. A lot of people would say, where did you get even the money to invest? At 24 years, you're just beginning a career or trying to, to find a job. Where do you get the money to start investing in some of these startups?
Investment for me is a goal. It's a financial goal. So what I do is that I get a job whenever I want to invest. So I started as an advisor. I currently advise the GIZ size investment readiness program focused on agriculture and food tech around Africa. And what I do is that I get these consulting jobs and then I convert them directly into investments. So whenever I want to invest, basically I get a job. Currently, I invest around 10 to 20% of my income, and I'm planning to keep that as I go. So as much as my income grows, my investments would be growing.
What do you look for when you are going to invest in a company? What is it that you're looking out for you to put your money there?
I look for real entrepreneurs who are looking to solve real problems. In Africa, we still have a lot of problems, specifically with supply chain. That's really the basis of our economy. So having the opportunity to work with entrepreneurs and also supporting them along the line into establishing that basis, that infrastructure to solve a real issue that a lot of people have is what really inspires me. So I'm looking for impact, like a solution that would impact the maximum number of people. I'm looking at entrepreneurs who have the passion necessary. Basically, I don't care if they are first-time entrepreneurs or whatever. I mean, what's important for me is that they're really taking their time to build an idea and to build a solution that would impact a lot of people. For example, like the companies that I invested in, currently are financial technologies. I've invested in a couple of agricultural technologies in Nigeria, health tech also in Nigeria, and also supply chain.
When you're investing, how much money do you usually invest in a small startup?
So I invest between $10,000 and $50,000 for now. My sweet spot is around between $20,000 and $30,000, but I can go up to $50,000 if things go well. I also have a network of investors that, for example, investors from the United States who want to invest in Africa but still do not understand the market very well, that top up my investments whenever I invest in a startup, which I think is actually quite good.
How would you advise a group of young women with a startup who are looking to make their mark in this marketplace?
Actually, I have a startup that pitched to me for 20 minutes in Kenya, and I ended up writing a check right in the moment. Yeah, that was run by a woman. Her name is Daisy Idaho, and her startup is a health tech called Zuri Health. And she's absolutely amazing that I completely, she pitched to me for 20 minutes and I told her I'm in. There are a lot of women-led startups that are doing incredible things in Africa and having the same kind of impact. I myself have seen that there is a discrepancy between the male, the male-led startups and the female-led startups. But luckily things are changing, any difference. And as a woman investor as well, there is absolutely no difference about how the ecosystem perceives us.
Well, on that note, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Paul, and thanks for having me.
That was Africa 54, Paul Ndiho speaking to Aya Zaghnin from Morocco.